Sheila Tells Experience, a channel for advice for your life. And today's topic is going to be on before you date, investigate. And what I mean by that is investigate yourself. Investigate, are you sad? Are you mad? Are you angry? Are you sick? Are you worried about everything? Are you comfortable with yourself? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy? Investigate yourself. Not investigating other people first. Investigate yourself first. So this way, when you choose, you're going to choose something that is going to be pretty much right for you. You're going to choose something that's pretty much right for you. Investigate to make sure that you're not unhappy or worried or unsure about life, and unsure about yourself and others. Make sure that you investigate that first, okay? You investigate yourself first, period. Don't go around here investigating other people and be looking for stuff to be wrong or scoping people out to make sure this, to make sure that. Investigate yourself first so you can make the better decision for yourself. You understand? You have to investigate yourself first. And then secondly, then you investigate. Once you're taking care of investigating yourself to make sure you're okay and you're headed down the right path and you have good intentions, because everything depends on your intentions. Okay? What are your intentions? Your intentions equals emotions. Okay? And then your emotions go into the way you feel, and then you act on certain things. But your intentions is at the top of the plate. So what are your intentions moving forward to dating? What are your intentions? Okay? So get that clear. Get that straight. Then you start to investigate the person or the opportunity that comes up for you to date another person or bring another person into your life. All of this is very, very important. Okay? And you find out a lot of things about the person before you just jump into going out on a date, or you just jump into thinking that it's going to be something. You have to express, and they have to express, and you have to listen. You have to talk. You have to be able to feel certain things, but don't judge right off the back. But when something is not comfortable with you. But you have to make sure that it's not just you and your mind that is thinking that way. So you investigate yourself. You investigate yourself while you're going along, because a lot of people have a lot of past hurt and a lot of past pain and a lot of past disappointments, okay? And a lot of past misunderstandings. So make sure before you date that you investigate. And not only the person that you're dating, but you investigate yourself first to make sure that you are stepping and walking into this thing with good intentions. Okay? And everything else will fall into place. You won't even waste a lot of time with people and places and things. If you learn to investigate yourself first and make sure that this is something that you're ready for. Because if you have a broken heart, or you're in a bad frame of mind, it's not a good time to be anywhere. Of course you have to go to work and you have to function, you have to do things, but not bringing another person. Because can you imagine if you bring another person in and they have the same thing going on? That's a big explosion. That's a big explosion. You have to recognize these things and make sure that people are being real with you. But don't jump too fast. because you have to investigate yourself first before you even step out there. Okay, and then once you step out there and you start interacting with people, then you can investigate them, because now you already know what you're working with. You already know what you're working with. I mean, don't be conceited about it. Don't be stuck up about it. You know what I'm saying? But just be neutral about it, because this is something that you want for your life. And you don't have to, if something doesn't go well with something that you maybe thought could be something possible, try not to be upset with yourself about it. It just wasn't meant to be. Okay, but it was meant for you to maybe come across this person to actually see what you really want and what you're going to be able to deal with and handle moving forward when it comes down to dating. Okay, it is a tough thing. It's one of the toughest things that I ever had to do in my whole life. I mean, I can go to college to be a doctor for 9 years and 12 years, and that'd be easier than getting into a relationship, because it'll just be me. It'll just be up to me. But when you have another person with you, you have to have a balance. It's called working together, and it's called teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're not playing just by yourself. You're playing the chess game with another person. You ain't just playing by yourself. When you was playing by yourself, you can make up all the rules, you can break the rules and all that stuff. But when you have another person with you, you have to be considerate about their feelings and their wants and needs as well as yours. Okay, so it's like all together. It's like all together. That's why you become one. But you're still individual people. Okay, so you have to be concerned about your other partner or whoever you're going into the relationship with, because once you go into it and you think that it's just about yourself, you will wind up being by yourself eventually. Even if you spend time, if you spent years or you spent months or whatever with them, you will eventually be by yourself, because your intentions was only caring and thinking about how your life was going to go and what you wanted and what you didn't like, instead of thinking like, okay, what this person doesn't, what is this person not comfortable with? Okay, if they're not comfortable with this, then that's fine. I'll take this off the map and I'll just do it over here, and I'll do it over here, down here at the YMCA or something like that. I'll go over here and I'll work out down here. You kind of like balance things out, because it's not that they're taking anything from you, because once they come into your life, they're adding a whole lot to your life, especially when you have children. They're adding so much to your life that all the things that you thought that was important for you to have and your comfort goes right out. It should go out the window, because all the other things that this person can bring along with y'all coming together, it could make miracles happen. And not to say that you can't make a lot of things happen by yourself, but when you bring two people together, you can create a family. And even if they have children and you have children, it's still a family. It's still added on gatherings and togetherness, as time move along. But if you just by yourself in life, then you'll wind up being by yourself in life if you're not working towards these things. But like I said, it's hard this day and age. But first we got to get the respect in place. Get the respect in place. Respect yourself, respect others, and then other things will fall into your life for the better. And I'm not lying. It will fall into your life for the better. This is not just no talk. Okay? This is talking and walking and talk the walk. Okay? It's like doing it. But like I said, we all still have struggles, because everybody does not develop at the same time. So sometimes you may be more developed, or you may develop more than your partner, or your partner may develop more than you. That's not for you to knock them off or knock them down, but they have time to catch up where you are, as long as wherever they are is not going to sabotage you building up your strength. They should want to come on board and be growing together, because if you don't grow together, you will grow apart, and it won't be a decision that you would actually make. It would just happen. It would just actually happen, and I believe there's a big window for that, like windows, like those windows for that, when couples are together and they're growing, And if one person is not growing with that partner, it's a big window, but that window, it depends on the time. It depends on the age you are too. That window can close and you kind of grow apart from that person. And so just make sure that it's not just about what you think and what you want to do, because y'all can help each other to grow. Okay, so when you investigate before you step out there, when you investigate yourself and you investigate the person, eventually you will wind up with a better situation if you did not investigate yourself. Okay, so before you date, investigate. Thank you so much for joining in and tuning in and watching the Sheila Tells Experience, and I will see you next time.